Hello and welcome to the show. This is episode 39 of the Life of Gaming podcast. My name is Jamie and I'll be your captain in this cruise of video game awesomeness. And you all know my co-host, the Diddy to my Donkey Kong, Mr. Josh Brandt.
What's up, sir? How are you?
I'm doing great. How about yourself? This is actually a very special episode. We're recording this over Google Hangouts. You guys can see our beautiful faces. Hopefully there's no technical glitches here. But how you doing today,
There probably will be.
Wonderful. We already lost
Hey, we'll keep it going.
So,
doing good?
Good to hear, sir. Well, I guess you guys know it's not just Brant and I because you can see the pictures. And we have Matt here with us tonight. Matt,
hello.
Sir?
Doing awesome.
Wonderful.
Doing great.
Wonderful.
No, doing awesome. Yeah. Got a
So
3-day weekend ahead.
Everyone's having a great Friday night, I'm expecting.
Yeah, it's Friday.
Cool. Well, I guess we'll kind of start off with what we've been playing. So, Mr. Brandt, I guess we'll start with you, Mr. Brandt. What have you been playing?
Well, over at the PlayStationEnthusiast.com, I wrote a review for Rebel Galaxy. Have you guys heard of that?
I have not.
It's like you're like a freighter in space. Yeah, my favorite genre, but no, it's actually a galaxy-spanning adventure where you can outfit your craft to have like all these guns. You can go on trade routes. You can, it's like an open-world galaxy. And you can boost it. Yeah, you can boost the different settlements, and you don't really get out of your ship, but you customize it. You get a variety of different ships you can buy. You can just, go on trade runs, or you can just attack enemies that come into view. And it's pretty awesome. I mean, it looks great. I'm having fun with it anyway. So, yeah, I think I don't know if it's for Xbox One. I think it is, but it'd be worth checking out. It's the soundtrack is awesome too. It has like a full 20 guitar vibe to it, like you're out in the West on the wild frontier, which is pretty awesome. Yeah.
What was it called again?
Rebel Galaxy. It came out last year for the PC, but it just came out this year for the PS4 and I believe Xbox One.
Cool.
So, yeah, it's different. I really enjoyed it. And I'm also playing the Banner Saga. Have you guys?
Oh, I've been hearing a lot about that game.
No, I haven't.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's a strategy role-playing type of game, and I'm not very far into it yet, but the art style is beautiful. It's like hand-drawn art, like from cartoons you would find in the 70s or 80s.
Okay.
It has that really distinctive vibe to it, and the music is incredible. It takes that, Viking-style, Celtic-like vibe to it, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's a refreshing change of pace from games I usually play.
Cool.
Nice.
So,
well, Matt, what about you, man? What have you been playing?
Oh, wait a second. There's one more I have to hit on real fast.
Okay.
Yeah, one more.
It's actually an iOS game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's called You Must Build a Boat. Have you guys heard of this?
Is it about building a boat?
It's about building
exactly.
a boat.
It's
Great.
by the guys that made 10 Million. Have you heard of that? It's a match 3 game.
No.
Actually, it's addictive. Like, you know how match 3 games are. You have to match 3 things or 4 things, but it has a different way. Like you can scroll across the whole rows to match things up. But it's really awesome. You'll start off with this raft, and you go into these different dungeons, and you're endlessly running across the top, and you have to match swords or staffs or keys to unlock treasure chests. And oh my gosh, it's so addictive. I've just been sitting in my bed just playing that. I'm like I should be playing something else, but it's just so darn fun.
That's always the case, sir. That is always the case.
Oh man, yeah, you know how it is.
That's hilarious. Well, Matt, I guess we'll get back to you now since Brant decided to spring another one on us.
Sorry, Matt.
But what have you been playing, man? Anything exciting?
Lots of more Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront, and Assassin's Creed Unity. I've been working more on that. I'm 9 out of 12 memories into it. I'm pretty far into it. And I spent forever building up the city. It's awesome. I mean, I don't know why people hated Unity. It's a blast.
I know. I really enjoyed Unity too. I mean, that reminds me, man. We really need to get into that co-op together. Start playing through that.
Because I need some
more. It's there, and I haven't played it, so that might be cool.
I am kind of disappointed though, because like I was really excited in the first couple memories, because you're in like the States General and the Storming of the Bastille. I'm like, all right, it's gonna go through like all the way through the Reign of Terror and the Rise of Napoleon and everything. And like, nope. Like the next like 7 memories are in 1791. Well, there was some stuff going on. I mean, I hit the September massacres, but like not a whole lot of stuff that's talked about more often. I mean, I guess you get to the Reign of Terror here in a couple memories, but like it's just at the end of the game. So I'm kind of disappointed in that. I wanted to experience like the whole French Revolution and not just like key important points at the beginning and then all the dull in between while things were kind of cooking and then at the end. But you know, it's so cool.
Cool. Awesome. Well, I haven't been playing that much this week, but although I will say, everyone go to our YouTube page and check out our Indie Log video with Teslagrad. Check that out by Rain Games. But what I've been playing lately, since then, I actually got give me a second. Since I'm on video right now, I'm going to do something.
Uh-oh. Don't look, people. This is going to be scary. Just turn away, please.
A nice little delay in show.
James.
I'm going to show off my wonderful new Shovel Knight amiibo.
Nice.
This is what I've been doing lately. I took my Shovel Knight amiibo, and what I've been doing, it unlocks new stuff in Shovel Knight. It's been a long time since I've played that. I actually haven't played the Plague of Shadows DLC, so I started playing through that.
It's good.
I've been playing the stuff that this unlocks. It unlocks new challenge modes, which that's also something new that was just added, so I've been playing through challenge modes on that. And Shovel Knight is so amazing. And I know that, it's on Xbox, which has the Battletoads. It's on PlayStation, that has God of War. But I've got it on my Xbox, and I've got it on my Wii U, but I love playing it on my Wii U because I can play it with the Wii remote turned sideways. And I feel like that's the way this game should be played.
You can't get away from that Wii remote.
Dude, but the game feels like an NES game. It's great. I love it.
I'd rather play on
I have it on 3DS, but I can't get the Plague of Shadows DLC to download. Like I checked it a few weeks ago and went and
it's already on. It's on the 3DS already. I didn't know if it was or not.
Well, no, I didn't know if it was or not, but I thought it would be, and it's not. Like I don't see it anywhere.
Huh. Well, that's strange.
That's odd.
Well, hopefully you can check that out soon. But the other thing I've been playing, the other night my wife was using the TV, and I wasn't really in the mood to play anything. And I remembered how much I love Yoshi's Woolly World from last year, because it was, like I said, my favorite game last year. And recently I was on the Workprint podcast. They just did their Game of the Year discussion. That podcast will be going up pretty soon. There was actually 6 of us in that group talking about our favorite games. And I was talking about how much I loved Yoshi's Woolly World. And I was looking through my games. And I saw Yoshi's New Island, which I haven't touched in a while. So I picked it up and I started randomly playing through that again. And it doesn't control as tight as Yoshi's Woolly World. It just has kind of a looser feel to it, which is kind of weird to get used to. But I'm playing that again. It's a good game. It's not nearly as good as Yoshi's Woolly World, but I'm playing through Yoshi's New Island again, enjoying that.
Nice.
The other thing, Matt, you have to download this.
Okay.
Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 beta is up.
Oh.
It's up just for this weekend. So hop on there.
I played that.
I was playing it at lunchtime. Oh my gosh, dude! I love Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. And 2, it's just as good. If you love the first one, at least check out the beta. If you've never played it before, check out the beta. Because
I played it
free. It's free for everyone.
I played it at your house, but it was like right after an eye surgery, so I couldn't see anything, and I was terrible. Well, I'm terrible at online games anyway, but yeah, I haven't got much of a chance to play it, so I'll check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Go on there.
That's another thing. I played it, and I just downloaded it. I played like an hour before we started recording.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, you're right. The new characters really, it makes a difference. You can feel the difference. Yeah.
I mean, they've got all the same classes from before, and they changed the way a little bit that unlocks happen. But the new characters on the zombie side, you've got Super Brains, who's like a superhero, and he's just kind of like a destructive force. He just runs in close and just takes out enemies. And then they added the Imp, which is like this little what do you want to call him? Like this little tiny zombie who can get inside of
that giant body armor. Yeah.
Right. And then on the plant side, they've added a few. They added a rose, and they've added I think it's an orange, right? And the orange turns into a tank, which is really cool.
Well, actually rolls into a ball. And
right. It's kind of like Metroid. It turns into a ball, and you can like roll people over, which is really cool. Yeah. So Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare is awesome.
Check it out.
Right.
Yeah, can't wait. February.
Okay, Brant and Matt, is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we hop into our news section?
Oh, man.
Peggle 2.
Yes. Yeah, there you go.
No, I've been playing that too.
Game, yeah, that is a great game.
Peggle 2 is great. That's
I've just been.
I got it at launch, and yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah, as far as that indie log thing,
yeah.
I played a little bit more of the Binding of Isaac, so I hope to have some video up for that shortly, and also I put some Rebel Galaxy stuff on there too. So maybe I could put it up on the indie log first, so you guys could check it out.
Cool, that would be awesome. And yeah, actually, speaking of Binding of Isaac, when that DLC came out, they said it wasn't going to come to Wii U. And I guess recently the creator of the game tweeted, and he showed a picture of the gamepad, and I forget what exactly he tweeted, but it hinted that the DLC was coming to Wii U.
Nice.
So I'm assuming the DLC is pretty much going to come everywhere. So that'd be nice. Well, except the 3DS. It probably won't come to 3DS.
Have the power. No, the 3DS does not have the power. My bad.
Right. we lost.
I wonder what happened.
There was all this silence
as
for
I go
that.
like this. Yeah, you missed it.
Beautiful, sir. Very beautiful. Well, with that, guys, we're going to hop into our news section.
Oh, man.
And what we call Captain's Log. And there's really not that much news this week. I mean, we're at the beginning of the year. We're in January, so there's like really nothing. But, okay, we'll start with Xbox, because Xbox has the least amount of news. I was looking all over the place, couldn't really find much. The next batch Xbox 360 games are coming before the end of January. Phil Spencer tweeted. They didn't say what they were. I think he said it was like 22 games. So some more games are coming. And I know last time they mentioned BioShock and BioShock Infinite and some other pretty big games.
They're not doing I thought they were, after their initial launch, I thought it was going to be like very, very long time before we got more quality games up, and there weren't going to be very many quality games. I thought it was going to be all downloadable, but they're hitting us pretty well. I mean, once a month they're getting like 15, 20 games, and usually 5 to 6 of them are pretty awesome ones.
At least decent, right. Yeah. And it's kind of nice that every Games with Gold now on 360 is backwards compatible.
Yeah.
So you can actually, play it on your Xbox One, which is really nice. But the only other news on the Xbox front here that I've got, DC Universe Online, a favorite of Greg Miller over at Kinda Funny. It's always been PlayStation exclusive, but it's actually coming to Xbox this spring. So that's kind of nice.
Cool.
Now, that's a game where I downloaded it onto my PS3, and I never got around to playing it.
Yeah, it was like, what, like 50 gig or something? Maybe not that much.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Really big file.
It took like 2 days to download with left on.
And it just wasn't worth it, right?
Completely worth it by Greg Miller, but not by me, because I didn't play it. At all.
Well, with that, I mean, that's pretty much all the Xbox news I have, Matt, unless you know of anything else going on.
No, not right now. I mean, yeah, you're right. It's pretty slow news time, so.
Okay. Well, on the PlayStation side of things, I mean, there's really not that much there either. But, Brant, as you know, there was a PlayStation outage recently that happened. But PlayStation is trying to make amends for that. And this is kind of a strange way to do it. They're sending out emails to all PlayStation Plus users, and they're giving them 1 free day of PlayStation
You
Plus.
get 1 free day.
Which
It was down for like 11 hours, I think, so.
So they're giving you 1 day back, which is,
I guess it's.
I don't know what 1 day will do, but.
I guess you treat it like a reimbursement. I don't know.
Sure.
Like for what you paid.
I mean, they didn't have to do anything, but it's just sort of funny. It's just like 1 random free day.
But you get 1 day. So it's like, oh my God. But
whatever.
Well, last time they had the outage, I guess that wasn't the outage. Was that when the credit cards got stolen? And they gave away like all those free games?
That was when I got a PS3. That was like 2010, 2011.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah,
I just remember that's the one time I remember because they gave out like a lot of really good games. They got Dead Nation that way.
Yeah, I got Infamous for free that way.
Cool.
That's how I got it too.
The other thing on PlayStation News, I don't know what's going on with Tim Schafer and PlayStation, but they've got like this love connection going on. And
They make sweet love.
Psychonauts is coming to PS4. It's going to be a PlayStation to PS4 game, so it's just going to be the PlayStation 2 game. Because what they're doing on the PS4 now, I'm assuming most of you know this because you're listening to this podcast. But the PlayStation game,
you should
take them. And the PlayStation 2 games, and they're just kind of porting them over to PS4. I think they're raising the resolution on them a little bit.
Well, naturally.
They're adding trophy support and a few other things. So they didn't say when it's coming. They just said that it is coming. So, but Brant, do you have any other PlayStation news to add? Anything exciting?
No coming. Anything else exciting?
Not really. I mean, I caught like half of that, but that's okay. But, okay, on from there, Nintendo news, a little bit, not too much. A quick note, if you haven't played Bayonetta 2, pick it up as soon as possible, because it comes with Bayonetta 1 as well, so you get them both, which is really nice. But beginning February 19th, Bayonetta 2 is going to be sold on its own. It will not include Bayonetta 1 anymore, but the price is going to be lowered to $30.
So basically,
Bayonetta 2 for $30 is a great deal. Right now, I think it's 50 or 60, and you get both of them. And I know Bayonetta 1, you will be able to download it, but you will not be able to get it on a disc anymore.
Well, you can always go back and get it on like Xbox 360 or PS3 too.
True. That's true. Right. Although the Wii U version is obviously the best version.
Did they change Bayonetta 1 at all for that version?
They did. They did some bug fixes, up the resolution, things like that, but nothing too major. It's just, the standard house cleaning.
Yeah.
The other thing for Nintendo, news has come out about the Twilight Princess HD, which is coming out, about the amiibo that comes with it. People have been wondering what this is going to unlock. So everyone's favorite, Brand's favorite, amiibo. It's going to unlock a new dungeon called the Cave of Twilight. We don't know anything about it. We don't know where it's going to be. We don't know how long it's going to be. So we know very little. We also know
at the end of it, though, we do know that you find Edward and Bella.
Right, there you go.
Get it?
Okay.
Edward Scissorhands?
Huh?
You, sir, are hilarious. But they did say that all Zelda amiibo, so Link, Zelda, Ganondorf, Toon Link, Sheik, all of those, they will work with Twilight Princess. It's going to be kind of like what happened in Hyrule Warriors. It will just give you items. It will give you hearts and arrows and things like that. Something that's not really going to affect your game too much, but it's just a little bonus for having more amiibo.
Yeah, I feel like with the whole amiibo thing, everybody got mad originally because it didn't do a whole lot in a game. It wasn't like as much. It wasn't seen as important as like a Disney Infinity figure. But I feel like now there's so many games that are coming out that they're used for. So if you have like a Link, you can use it in, I don't know what, like 3-4 different games now, something like that, and you get something for it. So it's still a really cool incentive. Plus they're awesome collectibles.
Absolutely. Honestly, I just like them because now I get statues of my favorite characters, and a lot of these characters behind me, they don't really have a lot of merchandise. So it's kind of nice to get them in that form. Because I mean, how many people want like an Olimar statue?
Or Duck Hunt.
Right. But the other thing that is going to be added in Twilight Princess when they do the HD remake, some minor tweaks. You'll now be able to hold up to 2,000 rupees instead of 1,000. You'll also now Matt, you played through Twilight Princess, right?
No, I got all the way up to Wind Waker. That's the last one. Like I'm trying to play them chronologically from the time they were made. I played every Zelda from the original Zelda up to Wind Waker. The only ones I haven't played yet are Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, and like the ones on DS, Phantom Hourglass or something like that.
Yep.
And
right.
Those are the only 4 I've never played. I played like Oracle Season Stages, like every single other one. But
okay. Well, like in Wind Waker, one of the things they did to kind of speed up the game, they added the swift sail so you could sail a lot faster. Well, in this one, they will try to speed up the game a little bit because when you're the wolf, there are these certain sections where you have to collect what are called Tears of Light. And in the original game, you had to collect 15 at a time, and now you're only going to have to collect 11. So they cut that number back, so that should help out a little bit. The other thing they're doing, they're adding some gyroscopic movement into the gamepad to like aim and stuff. If you want, you don't have to use it. That's kind of like a staple now in Zelda.
Yeah.
Because Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask 3D used it. I think even Wind Waker used it. So that's going to be in Twilight Princess HD. And they're going to add hero mode. So pretty much every Zelda game is getting a hero mode now, where it kind of like moves where you find some of the items. It makes the enemies a little bit harder. When you get hit, you get hurt more. It makes the game more difficult.
Nice.
We know you like to move your controllers, James.
Right, you know me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Keep in shape.
Okay, third-party news. There's not much going on the third-party side of things, but one thing I picked up on a story I found, Hitman. That's a game that's kind of been like in and out of the news because it was going to be a full release, and they said, well, we're only going to release half the game and make it episodic. Well, now they changed what they're doing again. Now what they're going to do, it's going to be fully episodic. They're not releasing chunks anymore. It's going to be one episode at a time starting March 11th. And what they said they're going to do, from March 11th on, every month they're going to release a new chapter. And it's going to be all through 2016. If you pay $60 up front, you get every episode. If you want to just play the first episode to see if you like it, it's going to cost you $15. And then every episode after that, if you buy the first episode and then buy the other episodes later, it will cost you $15 more than if you buy everything up front.
Yeah, they should make the first episode free, kind of like Telltale does.
They should, but they won't.
Yeah.
But, okay, you guys, anything else to add to our news section before we get out of our Captain's Log?
Well, about the episodic content, do you think this is a good idea for Hitman?
No.
In general? Right.
I don't.
I agree. I don't either.
I mean, it works when something like the Telltale games or like Life is Strange, because those feel like actual TV shows. Like they feel like a little compact episode. You get what you need, where Hitman is just like individual missions. I mean, I'm assuming there'll be like a small story thread going through the whole game, but majority of it's just going to be like individual missions. It's not going to feel the same.
See, I'm not a huge, like I haven't played a lot of Hitmans. I played some of the original ones on PlayStation stuff, but I almost think it could work depending on how they do it. Like it could still get you the feel of a TV show, but a more serious drama TV show, that plays throughout a whole season. Because a lot of dramas they have, that season has like a theme. Like,
sure.
I remember, like the first season of Arrow was all about what was going on in that part of town or whatever, and then it got to the climax of that season. Every season has a theme, so they could make it work, I guess.
I like how you put it as like a TV series. Like,
right.
Break it up like TV episodes, like individual story threads, instead of having like a huge story thread throughout the whole game that it follows. That's the way it has to be, in my opinion. But.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I feel like Telltale kind of has it down, and Life is Strange did pretty well. And so I just don't see it working for the Hitman formula. I mean, it can. We'll see. I mean, I don't want to say it won't work, and it might turn out awesome, because I've always loved Hitman. I had great memories of playing that in college and stuff, but I don't know. We'll see.
Those games always worked out as big open world, just do whatever you want, like knock this person out, steal their costume, go over here, go into the back room and take out this guy, and it always worked out really well like that. Like Blood Money, that game was so great back in the day.
Yes, it was. Mm-hmm. Man, Blood Money was
yes,
the first one on 360, right?
Yes. So yeah, it was. They had Contracts and then Hitman 2 before that. So
okay, yeah, I mean that series is really good, and I was super excited for this one until they broke it into episodes. So we'll see. But real quick, we'll hop into our money saving part of the show. My 2 cents, and I mean there's really not that much going on right now because Christmas happened and we had our after Christmas sales. That's all done. Everyone's kind of like backing off sales for now. We'll probably have something more in the spring. When sales will pick up again. But right now, I know on the PlayStation side of things, they've got the PlayStation Essentials sale going on right now. I'm not sure what all is in that brand. What kind of games are in that collection?
Well, I saw like Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. It's like $15. The special edition you get for $20. There's a ton of good. I haven't looked at it all. There's a ton of PS1 classics that you could play on the Vita, like Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That is an essential buy. You have to buy that if it's on sale, if you don't own it. And
sure.
there's ton of games. I can't name them all, but there's, I think, Watch Dogs, maybe for the PS3, which I heard that was a crappy port, was $15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can go over to the PlayStation blog, and they have a list of all the games there. But yeah, a lot of them, it's a lot of good deals. I have most of them, or don't care to have the rest of them, but
okay,
worth checking out.
I'm kind of curious, did either of you ever play Watch Dogs?
No. Although it is rumored that they're going to announce Watch Dogs 2 at E3. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that.
I remember that game being talked about for so long, and it was like, oh, this game looks awesome. It's going to be great. And then, like, I don't know very many people that actually played it. It sold well, but I just don't know of anybody that played it.
Right. I remember it came to Wii U like a year after or something like that. And they said it was like a glitchy mess. So, I mean, I never got around to playing it. I mean, I saw it was like extremely cheap the other day, and I almost bought it, but I'm like, no, I'm good.
Too much other stuff to play. But, I still have 70 games on my backlog too.
Oh wow, that's quite a bit, sir.
More than that.
Well, on the Nintendo side of things, Super Smash Brothers 3DS XL. If you want to get, it's not the new 3DS XL, it's just the regular Super Smash Brothers 3DS XL over at the Nintendo store. You can get that for $175, so that's not too bad. The only other thing I have to mention on our My Two Cents, Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, they're going to start doing what they do on Best Buy, and they're going to make all pre-orders and new games, and what they consider new games within the first 2 weeks of release. You're going to be able to buy it for 20% off. So $60 games will be $48. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And honestly, there's a lot. Almost everybody I know has Amazon Prime. I mean, we have it because we order so much from Amazon that just the shipping, what we're saving in shipping alone, like saves us. We're saving so much money.
Makes up for it.
We really don't use the video streaming and stuff that much, but just having Amazon Prime is nice. And now knowing that when I pre-order games from there, I'll get them cheaper, it's not bad.
Did you hear though that Amazon's doing some special deal for the next, I don't know if it's a few weeks or a month. New customers get the Amazon Prime price at like $72 rather than $99.
Oh, wow.
Cool. Yeah, 73. Yeah, I looked into that. Yeah. That dollar makes a difference, man.
It does. That's a McDouble right there.
There you go.
Right, exactly. I'm going to run out right now.
Okay, guys. Do you have any other... Do you have any other gaming deals to add to our My Two Cents section?
The Game-a-log. No.
I have some old GameCube games. I have some old GameCube games I'm trying to sell. If anybody wants to buy them.
25 cents a piece.
$1. Oh my god.
Dude, it's funny. At Best Buy, I tried to trade in one game, and the guy was like, literally just said, this game's worth 25 cents.
What game did you try to trade in?
Literally. I don't remember what it was. What was it? Dishonored. The original Dishonored for the PS3. Yeah, it was. I was like, I might get like, $5 for it, because I bought the definitive edition for the PS4 and I traded in. He's like, yeah, that's worth $0.25. I'm like, are you serious? Wow. That's not even worth trading in for $1, So
right. Well, like some of those games when they're that cheap and they're like, do you really want us to take this? I'm like, well, I have nowhere else to put it. I just want to get rid of it.
I was like, I just walked out of the store and asked this guy if he had a PS3. I said, hey, you want this game? I gave it to him.
Wow, that is very kind. Very kind.
It's like, oh yeah, thank you. I mean, he didn't know what Dishonored was, but said it's an awesome game. You'll love it. So, hey. 25 cents right there. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, guys. Now we're going to do something very special this week in our topic of the week.
Special. I thought you were going to say hit it, Brant.
I was going to.
Yeah, we're waiting on the song.
Totally.
Wait, just do that again. Just do that again.
What we're going to do. Our topic of the week.
Special.
Hit it, Brant. Well, that was terrible.
Did you hear my drumming?
I heard you drumming, but it wasn't what I was expecting. It was sad.
Yeah, that was...
I know, I was waiting on the special.
Oh, my gosh.
Special.
I think I've lost control of the show.
Special.
Okay.
That happened a while back.
Yes, it did. Okay, guys. What we're doing for this topic of the week, we want to do something a little different because, I mean, there's not a lot of gaming news out right now, so not a lot of hot topics. So we're going to play a little game that we're going to be calling the Life of Game Versus. So
versus.
Oh my gosh.
Versus.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to name two game series, and you can choose either to keep it or destroy it. So I'm hopefully going to line these up with you guys to give you some hard choices. So we'll see. And you have to reason and let me know why you would keep one and why you would destroy the other one. And it has to be a good reason.
Now, in the end, are you going to do this too, Jamie?
Yeah, well, I can try.
I was going to say, because if we disagree on one, you'll have to be the vote that decides which one we ultimately keep as a Life of Gaming podcast.
Okay, I'm going to start with Josh. Brant, this is gonna be, I think this might be a hard one for you. You can keep one and you can destroy one. Okay, you ready, sir? Would you want to keep or destroy BioShock or Dishonored? That's a tough one for you, sir. You gotta keep one, you destroy one, but you gotta let me know why.
You have the Jeopardy theme music playing. Oh my gosh.
Come on, man. BioShock and Dishonored.
Okay. BioShock is arguably one of my greatest games of all time. The original. Okay. I love Infinite, but I can see Dishonored having such a rise in prominence because Dishonored 1 was amazing. And Dishonored 2. Oh, man. Such great games, both of these. But I have to save the BioShock series, even though I don't think they're going to go on with it.
Okay.
Because Dishonored, they're going to go on with it, but BioShock, you don't really know, so it's hard, but those games are so seminal to me, I can't imagine not having them. So I have to save BioShock. I'm
Brant,
sorry.
I have to agree with you.
Sorry, James.
No,
I have to agree with you.
You agree with me? Okay.
Yes.
There are going to be many people that are going to hate me, but
that is quite all right, sir. Okay. That was a good one. That's going to be a hard one to come off of. Okay. Matt, let's see what we got here for you.
Okay.
Man, I was going to put two other ones together.
Rugrats the video game.
No. I'm going to mix up my list a little bit because I want to make it a little harder for you.
Okay.
So let's see here. Because I mean, I don't know which two games I want to mix for you. Okay, here's your choice, Matt.
Okay.
You can keep one, or you can destroy one.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Earthbound versus Fire Emblem.
No.
Yes. No. You can keep one and you can destroy one. What is your choices, sir?
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah. Are they ever going to make any more Earthbound games?
No.
I don't know, man.
I mean, they may at some point, but the original creator now is like super old, and he's mentioned a couple things. I don't see. But man. Wow,
it's hard, isn't it? It's hard.
I think I love Fire Emblem, but it's also incredibly difficult. And if I ever go through a stretch where I haven't been able to play games a lot and get in my mind to that set, it's like really hard when I'm trying to get back into it. It's like challenging, gets me frustrated.
Sure.
Even though I'm very passionate about it, I think Earthbound's a little more relaxing because you can just keep fighting enemies and build your characters up. So I think I'm going to keep Earthbound.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's really solid.
I don't know about that, man.
I mean, Fire Emblem's like my most anticipated game of this upcoming year even, but I think...
So you're going more for the historical context.
Yeah, something that I can just relax and play and that I know. Like the older I get, probably the less time I'll have to spend challenging myself and really, really getting into games super hardcore. So I think something more relaxing.
Okay, cool. Now, I was going to go back to Brant, but unless you guys... Actually, Brant, you had a really good one before. I mean, I don't know if you guys wanted to ask me one. So, so Brant, what did you have before?
What did I have before?
Remember
For
you're
you?
talking about, yes.
I did.
Remember?
I had one.
You were talking about before. You don't remember?
I don't remember. What was that?
It was the
Do
Tim
you remember?
Schafer one. Remember the Tim
Oh.
Schafer one?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we're going to say the Telltale games, and that encompasses Walking Dead, Earth Among Us, Tales from Borderlands, versus the Tim Schafer adventure games of yore, such as
Sure.
Day of the Tentacle, the LeChuck's Revenge. What is that called? The series.
Monkey Island.
Monkey Island. Yeah, there
Yep.
you go. Monkey Island, Maniac Mansion. Go.
See,
Which one is erased from existence?
Right. I mean, that's tough because in theory you wouldn't really have the Telltale games without a lot of those Tim Schafer games.
Yeah.
Man. But one thing I will say, going back and playing some of the older ones, like during the Steam sale, I got, the Monkey Island Special Edition and some of those. I love those games. They have a special place in my heart, but some of them don't hold up as well. I'm playing through Grim Fandango again.
Grim Fandango, yeah.
Those are all really great games, but at the same time, they don't hold up as well by today's standards. Some of the puzzles are a little, really out there with like crazy solutions you'd never think of. That was just,
put this chicken in
time.
a box and have it lay an egg so you can use the egg to glue something together.
Right. But then on the other side, like on the Telltale side, The Walking Dead, Tales from the Borderlands, like all those games are absolutely fantastic. But they're less gameplay, more like watching a movie or a TV series, like a short story. It's much less gameplay. It's like walk to here and you're gonna have, a cutscene. Walk to here, you're gonna have a cutscene. It's great. Like the acting is great. It's hilarious. Like the finger gun war. Remember the finger gun war in Borderlands, Tales from the Borderlands?
Oh, don't spoil that. I haven't played that part yet.
Oh, that was so great.
You'll get there. It
was like one of the best moments of last year. I know, but I haven't.
So you already know about it, but you don't know what it.
I don't know what it encompasses.
Okay. If I had to get rid of one, I would get rid of the Telltale games.
Are you serious, man?
Yes, I would keep the Tim Schafer. The reason for that. Here's my reasoning for that. Without the foundation that those games set, we wouldn't have those like the Telltale games. Because I feel like if we didn't have the Telltale games, some other team would bring back the adventure genre, the point-and-click adventure genre. So I feel like it'd be more important to keep the older adventure games to have that foundation for the newer stuff.
Wait, so I have a question. When we destroy one, are we destroying like all of its history too? Like they never existed?
It is gone. It is erased from history. Right.
It's like it never exists, so you don't know about it.
Right. Right.
That we're all going for the more historical ones. That's surprising to me.
That's true. Okay, Brant. Let's go after you, sir. Let's say, man, I'm trying to think about you. Okay, Half-Life versus Portal.
Half-Life versus Portal.
Because you know how amazing Portal 2 is.
They're both in the same general universe.
Right.
Gladys.
Okay, Half-Life. I remember, James, I was at your house when I first played Half-Life. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is revolutionary. I went to my house and actually purchased it in the next few days. And yeah, that game holds a special place. If you haven't experienced the Half-Life, it still holds up. Half-Life 2 still holds up amazingly well, and it introduced us to the gravity gun, which is one of the best guns of all time. And Portal uses the gravity gun in a way that you create portals. And it's like awesome co-op adventure. I'd have to say we'll never see another Half-Life again. I don't believe Half-Life 3 is in the works. I'd love it to be back, but Portal could still go on, even though they haven't announced anything. I have to save Half-Life. Its place in the video game medium is more significant.
Okay. Okay.
Because the storytelling, it doesn't have cutscenes. It's like procedurally generated where you just walk into it and it's happening. And that was unlike anything else at its time. So, but Portal, gosh, man, having that erased, all the good times we had with it, man,
Right.
It's tough. It's tough.
Okay.
Wow.
Man, okay. Let's see here. Matt. Man, I'm trying to think of a good one for you here. Man, I'm trying to think of some of those big PlayStation games that we used to play a lot. Man, okay. Because I thought of a really good one for you, but then I realized you would easily pick one over the other. So man, okay. Okay. Here's one for you, Matt. Would you take Pokemon
Okay.
or Zelda?
Whoa.
Man.
Man, you're gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings.
I know.
Man.
That is the
They're
point,
gonna be
sir.
coming for
I know. Okay. Here's the thing.
Yes. What is the thing?
I have a huge crowd that's about ready to attack me because
Man,
I love
pitchforks at your
Zelda.
house.
I love Zelda, but I never experienced it until just the last 4 or 5 years. And I understand how impactful it is for gaming and everything. And it's great. I love getting into it. Pokemon, it really, like, it was the first game I remember, because I played my Game Boy before I had a PS1. And so, like, that was the first time I remember having a world that I could explore and learn about what's going on around me and you know, like, work on the, you know, rock, paper, scissors formula to all these different degrees. And I don't know, I just had so much of a connection to Pokemon. I got to keep Pokemon and drop Zelda.
Okay.
I know people are out for me, but if they understand that I never played it until like 3 or 4 years ago, even though I love it and I've played almost all of them except for like 3 or 4 of them, but still, you gotta keep Pokemon.
You do realize that the original Zelda is considered one of the best game of all time on some sites.
I agree with that. I agree with that, but it's a personal choice, and personally, my life was changed by Pokemon, and I didn't get a chance to play Zelda because my first game system was a PS1, and then I had a GameCube, but I only played like third-party stuff on my GameCube, weirdly enough.
Okay, Brant, do you have anything for me?
I do.
Wow, Matt. Wow. I thought better. No, okay.
What do you got for me, sir?
Okay, I am going to ask you Yoshi Island or Donkey Kong Country.
Okay.
And that take into account all the games there.
Right.
Okay?
Oh, man. Okay, let's see. Okay. This is really, really hard because, oh, man. My favorite game of last year, as everyone knows, is Yoshi's Woolly World. One of my favorite games of all time was Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. But all those other Yoshi games in the middle were not very good.
Yeah.
So if you look at like Yoshi's Story and Yoshi's New Island and things like that, they just weren't very good games.
Right.
Donkey Kong Country, oh man, geez. Donkey Kong Country. I was never like a huge fan of Donkey Kong Country, but like when the new one that came out on the Wii and then the one on WiiU, Tropical Freeze,
yeah,
man, those games are so good. And I really like, man, that's gonna be really hard.
The bosses are great in Tropical Freeze.
Oh my gosh, man! If I have to save one and get rid of one, man, that's rough. It breaks my heart to say this, but I am going to get rid of. Oh man, I don't know.
We should have a time limit on this.
We should. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of. I'm gonna get rid of Yoshi's Island, which is so hard for me. But the reason for that is that games over, like if you take all the games, and like average them out, Donkey Kong Country has the better games on average. Because, I mean, in 2014, my two favorite games of the year were Bayonetta 2 and Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Those games are amazing. And last year it was Yoshi's Island. Like, I absolutely love both of those games. But man, I think on average, if I look at as a whole, if I looked at Yoshi, I would only have Mario World 2 and Yoshi's Woolly World. With Donkey Kong, I mean, all the country games on Super Nintendo are good. They're not fantastic. And really the only bad Donkey Kong game would be Donkey Kong 64.
Yeah, that one's not good.
But other than that, I mean, I don't know. Okay,
That's
guys.
a good choice. I'm all right with that.
I agree with that.
Okay, guys. We'll do one more round of this. And then, Matt, I know you got something special for us.
Yeah.
So, Brant,
Matt.
I'm going to hit you with this one. Which one do you want to keep? Which one do you want to throw into the black hole of nothingness? Elder Scrolls or Fallout?
Can I throw them both
that
in?
one's a throw ball. You can throw both in. You're a funny guy.
Right.
Oh man, there would be mass chaos if you did that. Fallout 3 is among my top 5 games of all time. Haven't spent as much time as I would have liked with Fallout 4. Fallout New Vegas is fantastic. I haven't played Fallout, the original Fallout, or Fallout 2. Elder Scrolls, I didn't really like them super much until Oblivion came out.
Okay.
And that's changed with that. And then Skyrim is amazing, but I never really delved too deep into it like Fallout 3. So it goes on if you like post-apocalyptic or medieval. And I am more post-apocalyptic. So I'm going to say Fallout. We have to keep Fallout.
Okay, good choice. I would actually make the same
Elder
choice.
Scrolls.
I'd throw them both away, but I'm just not a Bethesda fan.
Okay, Brant, that was a pretty good choice. I mean, I would make the same choice myself. But, okay, Matt, here's the last one for you, sir. Let's see.
All right.
Because I had something different for you, but I changed it.
Okay.
Okay, Matt. Which would you keep? Which would you get rid of? Mass Effect or Dragon Age?
Mass Effect.
Wow.
There you go, sir. Man,
that was fast.
It would have been.
I thought you were a pretty big Dragon Age fan.
It's fun. It would have been more of a difficult choice. So if you'd had Mass Effect versus Knights of the Old Republic, then I would have had a battle.
Oh,
but
I didn't think. Okay,
but
I
Mass
changed
Effect's
it.
easily.
Mass Effect versus Knights of the Old Republic. Go.
Now I have a battle. See,
Thank you.
Knights of the Old Republic is dead. It's already dead.
That's what I would say, because Knights of the Old Republic, honestly, Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, as much as I love Mass Effect, I love those even better than Mass Effect, but the Old Republic is just not fun for people who generally like single-player games, and they never finished the story, so that was disappointing. So, oh man. With hope that EA is going to rejuvenate the Star Wars video game series, I'm going to and do something cool. I'm going to drop Knights of the Old Republic and pick up Mass Effect.
Okay, cool. Now,
so
unless you guys
saving Mass Effect?
Yeah, I'm going to say Mass Effect, even though Knights of the Old Republic is hands down the best BioWare game ever made.
Okay.
Yeah. But Mass Effect lives on.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, I don't know if you guys have any more for me before we hit Matt's quick fire questions. Either you have anything else for me, or we're going to move on from here. Okay, Matt, hit us
Mario
with your quick
versus.
fire.
All right.
No, I'm just
Here's
Mario
the thing.
versus what, sir?
I have
Mario
a
versus.
Mario versus Zelda.
No.
Just do that.
Well, we already did
Yeah,
Zelda.
you could do that.
Zelda again.
That's true. Mario versus what's another series that you absolutely love? Mario versus Mario?
Splatoon. No, just kidding.
No, Mario versus Mario versus Pikmin.
Okay. Oh man. Okay, of those two, man, here's the problem. Of Nintendo series, Mario is like a nice, comfortable pair of shoes. Like it's
Well,
never like
well
I absolutely love Mario. I always have loved Mario. Mario will always have a special place in my heart. And I buy every Mario game, but I don't get as hyped for a Mario game as I do as something like a Zelda game. Or other Nintendo series, but I know I'm going to love it. I know every single Mario game is going to be amazing. I know every single Mario game is going to do something inventive. Where Pikmin, I love Pikmin. Pikmin is a fantastic kind of RTS kind of game, but it's newer. Man, okay. I'm looking forward. I'm looking more forward to Pikmin 4, I think, than Mario, because I guess the last few Marios have all been side-scrolling. That might be why. But I'm going to have to keep Mario. I love Pikmin, but I'm going to have to keep Mario because, like I said, whenever I get Mario, I know exactly what I'm getting, but that's a good thing.
The whole universe would just implode if you would have not picked Mario. Just to warn you.
That's very true. Very, very true.
You would have doomed video games forever.
Right. Okay, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed that in our versus match. Well, now Matt has some special quick-fire questions for us.
Yeah, this basically what I'm doing is I'm on like randomlists.com, and I'm going to pull up a series of video games, and we have to pick very quickly. We have to vote, and there's 3 of us, which one we pick and which one is the best that we pick between these two. And they're all not just series, they're individual actual games.
Okay.
So, first one we have Halo or Half-Life. The original Halo 1.
Are you saying which one we keep or which one we get rid of? Which one are we saying?
We just pick whichever one's better between the two, all of us, and then best 2 out of 3 between our votes wins.
Okay, Brent, what do you got?
Gotta make a quick choice, and
Half-Life.
Okay.
Halo.
Halo. I would go with Halo as well.
Oh, Halo survived.
Man, I'm out. Man, you guys, come on.
Okay. Go ahead, Matt. What's next?
God of War 2 versus Mario Kart Double Dash.
Mario Kart.
That's so random.
Mario Kart. Yep.
I'll just say God of War 2.
Matt, what do you got?
This one's kind of tough. I have to go with the newest options here, but Madden NFL, the newest one, versus MLB The Show, the newest one.
MLB The Show.
MLB The Show.
Okay.
Better game.
Yeah, I'd go with probably MLB actually. Super Mario Galaxy versus The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Oh, wow.
Ocarina of Time.
Oh, my gosh.
No contest. I'm not a big fan of Mario Galaxy.
I would say Mario Galaxy because I enjoy Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, but it is not my favorite Zelda game. But Mario Galaxy might be my favorite Mario game, so I'm going to say Mario Galaxy.
I got to go Ocarina of Time.
So
yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. We have Soul Calibur versus Street Fighter 4.
I would say Soul Calibur. I'm not a big fighting guy, but I've always enjoyed the Soul series.
Okay. What about you, Brant?
Soul Calibur.
Okay.
I'd go Soul Calibur. Super Mario Brothers 2 versus Minecraft.
Okay, is it the American Super Mario Brothers 2 or the Japanese Super Mario Brothers 2? Okay.
We'll go with the American.
I would go Super Mario Brothers 2.
Okay. What about you, Josh?
My son loves Minecraft. I'd go Minecraft.
What about you, Matt?
I go Minecraft.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
Okay. What else you got?
This is stuff. Super Smash Brothers Brawl versus...
That was the one on Wii, right?
Yep, the Wii one. Versus Age of Empires 2 for PC.
See, I never played Age of Empires, so I'm going to go with Smash Brothers. Yeah.
What?
Age of Empires 2.
Age of Empires, by far.
See, I actually have Age of Empires 4 PC buried somewhere, but I've never played it.
Great series. One of the best strategy games.
Yes, I have to get this one. The original Tomb Raider versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time.
So that's the arcade one, right?
Yeah, that's the arcade one where they go travel through time.
Man.
I'd get that pixelated Tomb Raider.
That's actually a pretty tough one because I want to pick Turtles, but I love the rebooted Tomb Raider where it's at now. We wouldn't have that without the original Tomb Raider, but we'd still have other beat 'em ups and turtle games. I would go with Tomb Raider.
Yeah,
I gotta go turtles.
Laura
Of
Croft.
course you do. Why
I
wouldn't
gotta
you
go
go?
turtles.
Yeah.
All right.
Gone.
Oh, this is good. One that we mentioned earlier.
Okay.
Half-Life 2 versus GoldenEye 007.
Oh, geez, that's really tough.
I would say GoldenEye.
It's rapid fire.
I'm not a big Half-Life fan, so I would go with Gold. Even though I love Portal, but that's different.
Yeah, the memories I've had with GoldenEye are so much better. Yep,
Yeah,
GoldenEye.
I gotta go GoldenEye as
There you
well.
go. Okay, so we'll do two more of these.
Two more. Mass Effect 3 versus Metroid Prime.
Oh wow, that's actually really hard.
Mass Effect 3, because I haven't played Metroid Prime, but I can see that being ahead. So
I would say Metroid Prime because Mass Effect 2 is my favorite Mass Effect. So I'd say Metroid Prime. That's
Yeah,
the Prime
I'd have to go Metroid Prime as well. And last one randomly. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door.
Oh my gosh.
Versus Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
Paper Mario, 100%. 100% Paper Mario.
That's the Old Republic. Knights of the Old Republic. Josh, it's up to you.
So I'm the deciding. I'm the deciding factor.
I think we know what he's going with.
TikTok. Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Yes. Yes. Victory.
Oh man. Okay. Well, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this little game of Versus, brought to you by Life of Gaming. If you guys like this, we might bring it back in future shows. We'll probably won't make it as long. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff we can do on the show. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I guess real quick, we'll hit up our Life of Gaming shout out for all our stuff. Make sure to go onto iTunes. Go on there and rate us and subscribe. We're also on SoundCloud and the Microsoft MP3 store. We are on YouTube. That's probably where you're watching this video now, so make sure to subscribe there as well. We have all sorts of new stuff coming out on there. I know both you guys are doing some indie log videos for us, so we'll get those up. We've got some guests doing some indie log videos. We'll get those up. Make sure to check out our website, lifeofgaming.net. So that has all our Life of Gaming stuff on there. It's got all our videos. It's got all of our podcasts. It also has branch reviews over at PlayStation Enthusiast. It's got my reviews over from the work print. It's all in one place, which is a great place to have it. Make sure to find us on Facebook, and we're also on Twitter at Life of Gaming Pod. You can follow me on Twitter at Jamester07 at James+12, and then on Xbox Jamester0722. And Brant, we'll start with you, sir. Where can people find you and your lovely bearded face?
At minus the Brant on Twitter, and PSN minus the Brant, and that's it.
Awesome. And Matt, what about you, sir? Where can people find you?
At CPunkRocko7 on Twitter and XMightyMatt14X on Xbox.
Awesome. Well, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this show. If you're listening to the audio version, make sure also to check our YouTube page because we are now recording our podcast through Google Hangouts. So we're going to be uploading all of these to our YouTube page. You can watch us in wonderful full video version.
HD crappy glory. Yes.
And we apologize for Brand's wonderful
computer.
Yes.
We all apologize for him.
If you can eliminate one thing in the universe, Josh Brand.
Oh, man. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. And until next time, we are out.
Bye.
Later.